when he come home in 6-7 months, he's gonna be a changed man, or you think he has a long way to go?
I mean, for sure. I mean, listen, this experience. I mean, believe me. Diddy want to get up out of there. They said that he really broke down. And imagine. I mean, come on, you just won a major thing and you're still crying. He doesn't want to be up in there.
No.
This is not what nobody does, but surely not him. And I'm sure he will never want to get up, go in there again. And then when you have that much money, and Diddy still has some money left,
of course,
right? But I don't want anybody to think that Diddy is broke by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was filthy rich, but they, fighting this case and everything they got taken from him. But he's gonna come out. He's gonna be pretty comfortable, and I'm sure he'll get right back into music. I don't know. To me, the thing what he should do is use some of that money and open up a whole place for domestic violence cases. I think that right there could speed up the forgiving process, because we're a forgiving people. The human race, United States, when it comes to entertainers, we just forgive, man. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
And that's not a bad thing. Everybody deserves another chance. He didn't kill anybody, or he didn't get convicted for killing anybody. So I think he'll come out. But again, ego. You just never.
I know.
You don't know with these guys, man. And listen, I take myself. When I had all that money with Source magazine, my ego was out of control. But I learned, and growing older, making it to 60 years old, and seeing things from a mature lens now, have made me really see my mistakes, and to take accountability was my ego. I have to take accountability of what my ego did, and I wouldn't say I was arrogant like a lot of these guys, because I was the type of guy that was really trying to help everybody and really trying to make everybody happy and stand shoulder to shoulder with everybody. These guys always put themselves above everybody, so that's where I think I've always been different. And I think, for the most part, over all these years, my fans and people that have seen me can understand that and tell the difference. I just know that a lot of guys that I've came up with, and guys in the industry, I've seen their egos are out of control. I don't like arrogant people on any level. Mm-hmm. I just think that we're all here together. Nobody's better than no one. I never believed that much of a celebrity. I never really fed into the celebrity thing, even within myself. I just know that we all come from, everybody has their own struggles, and as you move on in life, and I know this now, you never stop learning, and you should never stop bettering yourself as a human being.
Yes.
So, okay, the money thing. So in his statement, he talked about like he lost everything, but I mean, in my opinion, he did lose a lot.
Everything.
But in my opinion, the people that were working with Diddy before this went down are probably still going to be around when he comes out. I mean, I don't know that anybody was shocked and amazed at some of the stuff that came out, definitely, but Diddy didn't have a wonderful reputation before this went down. And as you said, people are forgiving. So and they still want to make money. And this is a businessman. This is a businessman who has been really successful. So, I mean, do you think that he's lost everything, or do you think that he's going to be okay?
No, absolutely not. He hasn't lost anything. And just movie deals alone. Now, there's going to be a major part of the world that will not touch him in advertising and different companies and stuff.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. I mean, forget about that. But in this time in 2025, like if this was 20 years ago, you'd have a problem. But nowadays, there are so many other companies that really, that their moral compass isn't as strict as McDonald's and Cadillac. And, you know what I'm saying? What I can say is that I guarantee you he's not going to be around too many people at all.
No.
I don't know who, as far as his circle, he's not going to be, and even the ones that he probably thought he could trust, Diddy's going to come home and he's not going to be, there'll be a few that I'm sure stuck by him through this that I'm sure he knows, but on the most part, he's going to cut off. It's not going to be too many people around him at all. Yeah. And I know that for a fact, because he's seen the thing. What would make me understand with this Diddy thing outside of Diddy is just how fickle just people are. I mean, listen,
True.
when this first happened, everybody wanted to crucify Diddy. I mean, it was 100%. It wasn't too many people at all support him. Now, when you look at it, that's changed.
Of course, yeah, because he's coming home.
Now, there's still a big part of people that won't mess with him and don't, but there's still a lot of people that have changed their minds.
Yeah.
And you have people that look at it like, look, this is a black man being taken down, or look, you know what I'm saying, he didn't do too much, and Cassie already got her money, and why should she have came and testified after she got? There's just a lot of people making up their own opinions. I just think like it's over. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm you know what I mean. I'm sure he wants to get it behind him, but you know, so do I. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is finally, because the things that were being said never came out, like the kids.
Yeah.
All the gay stuff. I mean, it was horrible things that actually never ever came out. So, and no one's not gonna say, "Hey, Dan, that's messed up," because I was wrong. People think it's gonna be like, "Look, I was wrong because I thought this, and I thought the third, but I kind of jumped the gun." That's not gonna happen.
No.
So, you know, I think everybody can just take a nice deep breath that it's over, because a lot of people were really invested in it. And like I said, throughout the situation, people's minds were changed. You know, to the very, you know, up until the reading of the verdict. So, you know, I mean, it wasn't as bad as people thought. Is my point. You know, as the trial went on, it wasn't as bad as people thought. I knew for a fact it couldn't have been a RICO. You know, I wasn't worried about him.
They overcharged him.
That would have been the biggest misjustice ever. You know, that would have ranked high up there in America. But because there was nobody else but him.
Yeah.
So how really can it be a RICO?
Right.
Yeah, it cannot be a one-man RICO.
Right. Yeah, it goes against the definition. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, so, you know, it wasn't no, you know, criminal organization of a bunch of people it was Diddy. It was a freaky ass Diddy. And look, we live in a country of porn. You know, $1 trillion industry is porn. So we know that, you know, people's lusts and sex and stripping and novelty stores. I mean, this exists.
Of course,
in
yeah.
2025 with the internet, it's not like before when my father had the Playboy magazine under his bed, and I used to go get the Playboy magazine. It was like, wow, this is like at the tip of your fingers, some of the craziest stuff.
Everybody have it.
These are the times in that we're living in. So when you're looking at Diddy's escapades, it's like, you know, it's just another shocking, not shocking moment. And like it shocked everybody first, but the internet is whatever's shocking you today, it'll be out your system tomorrow because it's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
That's true.
And two, like you said, I mean, going back to like the forgiving thing, I mean, so many companies now, they're good if you put out some sort of charitable whatever. You know what I mean? Like some sort of, you make some big deal. So like you said, if he puts some money towards some domestic violence shelters or, you know, some programs, he's going to be good with a lot of companies
Sex
out
addiction,
there. Yeah.
Build one. Build one. Build one. The Diddy domestic violence, Sean Combs domestic violence in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Just build one.
Yeah.
So where it's that you're going to be helping these domestic violence women, that will really help him.
Yeah.
If he does that.
Yeah.
You know.